Without C.J. Stroud against the Bills' elite defense, disaster seemed certain. But the final score of 23-19 told another story, raising the question of whether it was luck or strategy, as I show that Davis Mills is not just a luxury backup by breaking down 6 crucial plays where he dismantled Buffalo's defense with surgeon-like precision, while you stay alert for Drive 3, where a simple piece of theater in the red zone changed the destiny of the season, leaving the debate open on whether Davis Mills is a savior or a product of the system as the tape reveals the truth. Let's get to the game with the situation tense at 6-0 for Buffalo, as the game plan collapses quickly when Bills defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi wins the inside block with pure physical power and the pocket collapses, a moment where a nervous quarterback would accept the sack, but Davis Mills feels Ogunjobi's shadow growing and avoids the fatal retreat by rolling out to the right to escape heavy traffic while keeping his eyes scanning downfield even while running for his life as rookie Jaden Higgins notices his quarterback on the move and works back to the ball, while defender Terrell Bernard protects the deep zone, allowing Mills to throw on the move out of Ogunjobi's reach and away from the zone defender for a positive gain that avoids a certain sack from number 99 and moves the chains, exactly how you start a game. That initial escape was pure instinct, but you do not win in the NFL living off improvisation, and offensive coordinator Nick Caley knew he needed to calm the game, shifting the strategy to maximum protection and quick passes as the Bills' defense, respecting Mills's arm, began playing deeper, which allowed the tactical discipline to shine. Let's go to the second quarter, and unlike the first drive where Mills had to run, here we see trust in the system with Davis Mills in shotgun and running back Woody Marks beside him, as Marks does not sprint out recklessly but performs the check release by watching the middle of the line, ensuring no blitz is coming and only then releasing, giving Mills mental security while left tackle Blake Fisher delivers textbook work by pushing the pass rusher outside the arc, resulting in a clean pocket where Mills's mechanics stay firm with a solid base as he sees the Bills' defense backed up, afraid of giving up a deep shot, and targets Nico Collins on a 17-yard dig route, a hard cut inside, as Mills fires a dart that arrives before the defense reacts, allowing Nico Collins to catch the ball wide open at the 40-yard line while the defense is so deep that safety Jordan Poyer has to fly downhill from the back to make the tackle, hitting Collins's legs on first contact, but with the damage already done as the system protected Mills through Marks and Fisher, and Mills punished Poyer's conservative positioning to secure the first down for the Texans. With the offense finding rhythm and moving the chains, Buffalo's defense had to become more aggressive to try to stop the run game, and this is exactly where DeMeco Ryans' system becomes lethal. Because when a defense bites too hard on the bait, it opens invisible windows, and the next play is the reason for this video's title, The Play Fake That Changed the Game, a masterclass in acting that made the Bills' elite defense look lost on the field. This is the turning point play and the reason for this video's title as we stand at the 2-yard line where the field gets tight, and the question becomes how the offense found space, with the answer in 2 words: play fake, as Davis Mills receives the snap and moves in perfect sync with running back Woody Marks, who attacks the line violently to sell the run, while Mills places the ball in the RB's belly and holds it, the secret of an elite play fake, hiding the ball long enough to fool the defense, and freezing Bills linebackers Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard, who believe the lie and step forward to stop the run. A reaction that kills their coverage as Mills pulls the ball back instead of running, and stays planted in the pocket knowing the deception worked, and with the defense sucked into the middle, Christian Kirk crosses free to the right as Mills throws a soft lob over the fooled defenders for the touchdown. A play many will credit to Kirk, but one that was created by the perfect play fake execution between Mills and Marks. After that spectacular comeback, the game turned into a mental chess match. And while many criticize Davis Mills for being too conservative, in a game decided by details, knowing when not to take risks is a virtue, because hero quarterbacks try to solve everything alone and end up with turnovers while winning. Quarterbacks understand that field position is gold, and this next play shows a mature decision on a long 3rd down. Many people skip this kind of play, but this is where you see if a quarterback is mature, as the situation is 3rd down and 17 yards, essentially a 3rd and forever, with the Bills defense fully aware and playing what we call sticks defense by dropping everyone to the 1st down marker and leaving the short pass open, while Davis Mills receives the snap and the Bills defensive line attacks aggressively off the edges. And you watch Mills in the pocket as he looks deep first? Yes, but he sees 4 defenders dropped back protecting the 1st down line, a spot where an anxious quarterback would try to force the ball and risk an interception. But Mills feels the pressure coming and makes the executive decision to take what the defense gives him by hitting Nico Collins on a short route over the middle with a quick, precise pass that gives Collins a chance to run after the catch as he receives the ball at the 38-yard line before the Bills' defense immediately collapses, with cornerbacks Taron Johnson and Cam Lewis coming down fast to make the tackle for a gain of about 14 yards. And while it did not convert the first down, Mills protected the football, improved field position, and avoided the mistake, the definition of playing for the next down with total discipline. We reach the final seconds of the first half and the scenario changes drastically as we need quick points and the clock becomes the enemy. And this is where the game manager label usually collapses because the quarterback must process the play at high speed. And what we are about to see is not a pre-programmed throw, but a full field read worthy of an NFL starter. Pay close attention because this is the moment when the game manager becomes a playmaker with 37 seconds left before halftime while we are losing, and most backups would panic and throw a useless short pass. But watch what Davis Mills does as he receives the snap and track his helmet as he first looks to the left for Red 1, where the Bills' coverage closes, and without rushing, he turns his head to scan the middle and right for Red 2, while the pocket starts to collapse with Bills' defensive tackle Daquan Jones pushing the line inward, yet Mills keeps a firm base as Christian Kirk runs a classic route from this scheme, the deep crossing route, leaving from the right and crossing the entire field to the left behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties, while Bills defender Taron Johnson, one of the best slot corners in the league, chases him in man coverage but is a step behind. And this is pure technique as Mills throws the ball in front of the receiver, because if he throws it on the body, Kirk would have to stop and be tackled by Johnson. But by placing it out front, Kirk catches the ball at full speed and turns the corner, exploding down the sideline for more than 15 yards after the catch while escaping Taron Johnson, safety Cole Bishop, and Cam Lewis. And the conclusion is that Mills turned a complex read into an explosive gain that put us in the red zone before halftime through progression reading, precise passing, and controlled aggressiveness. That explosive gain put us at the doorstep of the end zone with the clock nearly gone, leaving no margin for error because a wrong throw means time expires or an interception. And to finish in perfect fashion, Mills identified a favorable matchup and used a technique that demands absolute trust between quarterback and receiver. Now we move to the play that defines the game as we stand right at the goal line where the field shrinks and passing windows disappear and the quarterback's arm is truly tested, while Davis Mills identifies the favorable matchup on the right with our giant rookie Jaden Higgins in a one-on-one. And although the Bills try to apply pressure, Mills's read is pre-snap as he knows Higgins has the physical advantage over the cornerback. And the back shoulder mechanics come into play as Mills does not wait for Higgins to separate but throws early with elite technique by placing the ball at the highest point and on the outside shoulder, which is genius because the defender is boxed in behind Higgins and cannot see the ball arriving, while Higgins uses his basketball body to shield the position and makes the high catch, a touchdown the defender could not stop without committing a penalty. That throw summarizes Davis Mills' night with quick processing, trust in his receivers Collins, Kirk, and Higgins, and precise execution in the decisive moment as he proved that DeMeco Ryans' system works, but also showed he has the arm and the mind to start for many teams in this league, with the Texans revealing themselves as a complete team where the system elevates the player but the player must have the cold blood to execute. And Mills had ice in his veins as fans debate whether he deserves more respect across the league after this performance, encouraging comments, likes, and subscriptions for the next film room.